Albert Kern, or as I like to call him Papa, was born May 9, 1938, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. When asked about two major events that shaped his life and made him the man he is today, the first one he chose was his decision to leave home at 16 to join the Christian Brothers. He completed high school as a brother in D.C. and then attended LaSalle University in Philadelphia for college. He graduated from there in 1962 with a BA in education. During college was when his time as a brother became much more serious and intense. After graduating, he decided to get a master's in theology, but after a few months into it, he decided it was not where he belonged. Therefore, his superior sent him to Miami to teach Cuban refugee high school boys, and during that time, he made his final decision to leave the brothers and return to secular life. It was 2 weeks short of his 23rd birthday when he left, totaling 6.5 years as Brother Kevin Alphonsus. He said that joining the Christian Brothers gave him a disciplined life of school and labor, but also got him out of his shell and gave him confidence. He also learned a lot about how to be a good person, improve himself, work hard, and try every day to be good to everyone. His faith also grew tremendously during this time, and his relationship with the Lord has only grown stronger since. He said that discipline and values that he learned there during his time as a brother still stick with him today, and that he believes he is a better person because of that experience. This is something that I witness constantly. My grandfather is the most selfless, caring person I know and never fails at making people feel happy and valued. Soon after he got out of the brothers, he met my grandma, they later married, and had my mom and uncle. The next major event was something that happened more recently in my grandpa's life. 4 years ago, my grandparents made the decision to move to Texas to be with my family and I. My parents had just gone through a rough divorce, and my grandparents wanted to be here for their daughter and only grandchildren. Their entire lives had been spent in the Northeast. All of their friends and extended family were there, and they were well established in their homes and lives. With all of that being said, my grandpa said that there was no easier decision to him and my grandma than to pack up their lives and move down south. He said it was a stressful time during the actual move, and there are times when things get overwhelming, but they have loved spending so much time with my family and I. He believes that moving here opened him up to so many opportunities that he did not have in Massachusetts, and he stays actively involved with the church he attends. He also lives a much more entertaining and fast-paced life, keeping up with his grandchildren, and it makes him the happiest he's ever been. Also, traveling is something that makes him so happy, and he was anxious to start a new chapter in a new place with the people he loved most. Moving in with my family was something none of us had ever thought would happen, and even though it is crazy sometimes, all of us agree it is one of the biggest blessings in all of our lives. Both of these events made my grandpa who he is, but they have also helped make me who I am. Due to my grandpa being in the Christian Brothers and coming out of it with great values and faith, that has rubbed off on me. He is the best man I know and a very big inspiration to be the best person I can be, treat others with all the goodness in my heart, and he is the biggest reason I have the relationship with the Lord that I do. I also constantly see how well he treats my grandma and family. He is the perfect example of what a husband and father should be, and I am lucky I get a constant reminder of what to aim for in my future. I feel so blessed that I get to see my grandparents so often and that they are such a big part of my life. I cherish every moment I have with my family because of it, and the sacrifices they made to move here and take care of their family is something I admire. The qualities I see in my grandpa every day are things that I am starting to see in myself and values I want to instill in my own children someday.